check flags one last time. Yeah. Okay. All right, we'll try Pommern. First game in Pommern, we'll give it a shot. I would agree, Castle. I feel like the ship is made this way. This is my Kurfürst captain, I think. So I'll show you real fast. It ought to be. It is a manual secondary build. I've given up. So priority target. I like Jack of all trades on German battleships. I debated Adrenaline Rush. I ended up here. To me, there's a valid discussion to be had about Adrenaline Rush versus Expert Marksman. So maybe there's a kind of pick your poison there. I prefer basics of survivability, of course. I went BFT and AFT because we're going all in here on the secondaries, and then manual secondaries as well. This is the one that I wish I could pick up. I really wish I could pick up fire prevention. I debated AFT versus fire prevention. The other argument you could have with yourself is manual secondaries versus fire prevention. But in my mind, your tier 4 skills are going to be some mix of these three. I kind of gave up concealment because just with German battleships, I feel like you're better off with the stuff on this end. All right, so we'll try Pommern. Give this a go. We've looked at the ship in port. Now we're going to play it, see how she does. I don't even think this ship would be all that bad in a tier 10 game. I really don't. Well, of course it's ass, Castle. It's a battleship. Find me a battleship in the high tiers that doesn't have crap concealment. I mean, there's a couple, maybe, but... All right, we're not top tier, but we are top tier in the battleship class. The only 10 in the game is each side's got a tier 10 destroyer. I've seen worse things. All right, and we'll get to test the AA, which I'm glad for. I want to be able to test the AA. We do have at least 2 radars. They have only the 1, and then both sides have got planes. Okay. All right, I need to finish putting up the AA bubbles.
It's game time.
I wish I could see these, and it pisses me off that I can't. That's my aerial detection. That's my secondary range. My aerial detection and my secondary are the same number. Okay, then I'll turn one of them off. And then that's AA, and that's Hydro. Okay. I'm going to play on the south side of this island between B and C for a bit. The Griffin on the bow. Oh yeah, that's pretty sexy. Check that out. The crest. It has a name. Oh, I know this because I did all the wiki entries for these. It has a fancy German. There's a fancy German word for the crest on the bow. Because I remember using it in the Wikipedia entries for Prinz Eugen and all those ships that I was doing when I did the German cruiser line wiki pages. I can't think of it right now. I'm gonna go look it up though. Because I got time. Come on. One thing I don't like about the wiki is how slow it is. Okay, nothing interesting happening just yet. A Wappen. And I'm probably mispronouncing it. The W is probably pronounced like a V. A Wappen? There you go. That's the coat of arms. So most of the German ships have these now, which is really, really awesome because they give each of the German ships, most of the German capital ships, and then a lot of the cruisers have these now because, and I like it because it gives each ship that little extra personality, right? I'd love that. All right, Azumov Vladivostok versus me and this other Pommern. He's actually cutting to the inside, which I hadn't expected. So I am going to cut to the outside a bit. Okay, their destroyer is on that side. He's in that corner. Yep, there he is. He's hydroed. Secondaries will go in on him now. Why do I have HE loaded? I got a fire out of it at least. Oh, I like our Zed player. He's done a really good job. All right, let's go bully these battleships for a little while. We should be able to do that. Hi, Rune. How you doing, buddy? I'm going right through you, Zed. I'm going right through you. Okay, let's swap to the Rune. I need to get him off the board. His torpedoes are a problem.
Say hello to my little friend.
Thank you.
Have one on the house.
How we doing, fellas?
You did it. You crazy son of a bitch, you did it.
$19.11, thank you so much.
Our team has taken the lead.
Now, this is a force to be reckoned with.
Nice salvo from the Zed. We're gonna have fun with this Alaska. Should have had my guns turned sooner. He's gonna love me.
Oh, lucky shot.
That's gonna hurt.
This is a force to be reckoned with.
Ah, fuck this clown.
Get out of here.
You can't fight, and you died of virgin.
Well, they got my starboard tubes, but whatever. I'm okay. Doesn't bother me. There we go. Thank you. I'll be dead momentarily, but I don't really care. I'm kind of too busy having fun bullying these guys.
Our victory is in sight.
I don't think I'm going to survive much longer. I shouldn't survive much longer. But I'm beating the hell out of this Alaska with my secondaries, which is really fun. Just sailing along with 1900 HP. There he goes. He finally got me. That was hilariously fun. That was hilariously fun. The close pass on the Zumo made it worth it. What were you saying about the Yeah, Adel, like they're all exposed, right? They're all out there on the deck. Now, I'll say this: that Alaska would have been a much bigger threat to me if he'd been firing his AP. His AP into my belt would have done very, very, very mean things to me, right? But you saw what I was able to do, right? Like, it's just 2 battleships, and they're just going to reverse all day because so few people in this game, like, they just think, oh, I'm in a battleship, I'll just bow tank everything. Oh, it's so boring. So yeah. Would I pay $78 for it? I don't think so, Roke. I don't think so. But you can get it for coal. I mean, if you've got a lot of coal, you can get one. I think the 15-inch guns, honestly, if you've got a Tirpitz, you kind of know what it's like to play this thing. This is really like an upgun Tirpitz. Or, for lack of a better way to put it, this Riga's about to get... Is going to eat friendly torps? Again, kind of like a little... Like a tinier, smaller Kurfürst. Just sort of, you know, the barrels and everything. I don't know. I'll play it again. But when enemy battleships just tee up like that to give you the perfect scenario to just bum rush them and make them sorry they pick on you, then yeah, exactly. She's a little baby GK striker. You know, I will say that I felt bad that I wasn't able to get better salvos on the Alaska. I realize Alaska's belt is trolly as hell. I'm not expecting citadels, but I was expecting full pins on a broadside Alaska with the 15-inch guns, and I wasn't getting them. So maybe there's something to be said about, I need to look into her penetration values or something. I don't know. I don't know what the shell pen on these things are. I'd have to look at some of the curves. But the gun performance felt okay, right? I mean, they're the German 15-inch guns. They do fine. I beat it that rune pretty good. That was nice. Teams should be able to clean this up. We got 2 low health destroyers. I'm a little surprised to see... no, wait, it's the Ugamo and the Ulan. They're both down south. Or the Ugamo and the Fletcher, yeah. We actually have not lost a destroyer yet, which is noteworthy. Seabass, I'd say more if Pommern is if Kurfürst and Tirpitz had a baby, right? Because you're getting Tirpitz's guns in Kurfürst's barrel configuration with Friedrich's hull and Tirpitz's torpedoes. So literally, this is going to sound really awful, if you had a 3-way. Yeah, if you had a 3-way. If Friedrich, Kurfürst, and Tirpitz had a 3-way, you'd end up with a Pommern. That's basically what you got. What you got. We tell only the finest jokes on this channel. Fishrock, that is actually a really good analogy. It's one that a lot of people who haven't watched The Expanse won't get, but I like the analogy nonetheless, because I have watched The Expanse. That's exactly right, Vladeshi. Pommern is the same hull. MCR in for life, baby. I don't know, man. Season 4... Oh my god, look at the hit that Zed just took from rockets. Season 4 sends Mars to a really dark place. One of the things that I like about what they've done with Season 4 of The Expanse is that they're telling the story of the system, and they're doing it so well, right? I love the world that they've built. I could talk for an hour about how much I love The Expanse, about how it's the best science fiction that's been on TV in probably 30 years. But it's not why you're here. But it is an excellent show. So yeah, first game in Pommern. That doesn't feel so bad. Not so bad at all. I want to go back and look at my secondary damage after I finish taking screenshots here. What we got? That's not too shabby. I got 25k out of the secondaries, and then another 20k in fires. See, so in a game like this, in a game... Oh, yes, Roke, it is. Absolutely, it's better than Galactic. Galactic is good. The Expanse is better. In a game like this, right? Look at what I invested in the secondaries between captain skills and everything, and I got about 40% of my damage out of it. I got a pretty good return there. I got about... I'm more like maybe a third, right? I got about a third out of the secondaries, a third out of the torpedoes, and a third out of the main battery, basically, right? Well, Fishrock, the rebooted... I never really watched the... Justin, no. The answer is no to both questions. Don't play a secondary build German cruiser.